Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, this morning I'm going to show off some of the Shrinky Dinks that I just got through adding resin to. This one right here, and they're not the best. They're like my second or third attempt, and I'm still learning. But I'm sure there's better ways of doing stuff, especially more than what I'm doing. Some of them are still a little tacky, but or they're always tacky. Ha ha ha. But yeah, this is my favorite was Purr. And I think once I replaced the ink on my printer, it'll turn out a lot better. I added like hearts around it because I love Hero Wang. The ash from yesterday's fire got onto my picture and I didn't realize it. So I've got a little bit of ash like kind of hanging in strategic places. Why? I have no freaking clue, but that's okay. It always happens to the favorites. Other one right here was I had a little bit of an accident right here, so I added more what is it called, resin to it, but it on the whole it didn't turn out too bad. And then different things started sticking to it, but that's okay. That's only the first try, but that one is for my buddy Ian, who is he's got a recovery thingamabob, recovery channel and whatnot. So shout out to you, and I just had to try it. And again, if I had a little bit more ink, I wouldn't have as many streaks, but you kind of don't see them that much. Anyway, I'm all thumbs right now with these crafts because it's just foreign to me. And then a Rue, I'm a Republican. This could be a potential pin, or what I saw on this one particular YouTube channel. He's a DM, and he takes these clips, puts them on here, pops these off, and then voila, you have a stand. So I'm like, yay! So I have a couple of these on my desk at work. So they're like little stands, so it's like I love it. So and I thought, why don't I do something that like little stands, and especially if they're this big. I think this would go great on like a bag, or like I'll just have to put like little pins on the back. I've bought some of those, so if anybody's interested, let me know. I think I'm going to start doing some custom stuff today. Let's see, do I have anything else that needs to be shown? Oh yeah, there was one other, and this was Storm. I finally threw some resin on her, and I threw a shit ton of resin on her. Let me peel her off. And again, I'm going to do the same thing with, I'm going to, like what I've just done to Rue, is just go ahead and put, have her as a stand-up type of thing. It's not that heavy, but I think it might be too heavy for hair. And this kind of stuck to the back, but it'll pop off in a sec. But yeah, this one turned out not so bad. So I'm kind of liking it. The resin application is not, I haven't like mastered it yet, but I'm gonna get there one day. Okay, so, and again, I have my little happy thought that was from a couple days ago, and the Gemini. And then just looking at some of these just give me different ideas on what else I want to do. This one is probably not too bad for hair. It does stick out a lot, but maybe if I didn't have this part on here, and I think it's kind of sassy with it kind of like off a bit, so it kind of like hangs a bit, so maybe overcompensate or something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but turned out pretty cute. I just need to paint the backs because they do become transparent. So, voila. Okay, so that was all that. I love my little thought. Definitely, because I've got open spaces where white should have been, it's transparent, and it's transparent in the right places, like right here and in the purse, but in her eyes and behind her head and stuff like that, I need another color behind it. So that's another thing to think about. Okay, so let's get on with today. I wanted to draw a little girl riding a pug, and I was like, you know what? The first idea that I had, she was pretty much just standing upright, and I think I can make that work. Right now, this is the size of the shrink paper that I have, and this book gives me plenty of space on it. This is, I think, a 9 by 12. And I think it's just mixed media paper. Yeah, it's just Canson mixed media paper. It'd help if I held it the right way. And let's see, I lost my page. Now this is an old book, and it was just pretty much a sketchbook, which I was just drawing ideas down. And I lost my page. This is the next pin I also want to do as well. So it can't hurt for me to go ahead and transfer it. Let me see if it'll fit. And this was my little necromancer, kind of like my answer to like Disney characters type of thing. I'm going to lose a bit of her foot or her hat, so I'll have to probably like redesign it just a little bit, maybe color it digitally like I did the RuPaul, and then do it that way, and that way I can add effects and stuff like that, and then glitter and whatnot. So maybe later. Okay, so I lost the page where I had outlined. Here we go. I'm doing it in the back here. In the back. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way because I hate having this on my arm or touching it. Okay, enough of that. Alright, so how big do I want it? I want it a good size. So I don't waste the shrink wrap paper, and I think maybe I'll go ahead and even turn it sideways. That way I can kind of maximize this length. Okay, so the bigger the better, I found. I want to get the entire pug in there, so let's go ahead and work on him first. I want to do kind of like a running pose, so that he looks like he's running in the clouds. So if I make it about this big, that should give me enough room for head, his body, and then his little legs running, and the tail. Gotta have the little pug tail. Okay, so let's see if we can get this going. It helps to know exactly what a pug looks like when it's running. Okay, so Pugusus. And if I have time, I'll sketch out the one where they're just together. Oh, I have a lot more room. Okay, so let me see. I'll use this for the head. Have the ears kind of doing its thing. And we'll give him little aviator glasses too. And I'm going to have her kind of like a World War I, World War II pilot. Give him like little paws here. Give him his thick neck. And then have him do this. And I need to have her small enough to be able to ride him. So I'm going to make her a little smaller. We'll see, that's about the size of her legs. So the butt, and we'll have her kind of like doing this sort of thing. So like this is as big as she's going to be. So Puggy, Our Pugusus is the most important, and then we'll kind of give her like a little Disney look. We'll make her like a little cartoon, and she's got that going on, and then we'll have her have a little afro type of thing, because like, why not? So this will be the untamable Pugusus. Now we need to make him big enough so that he could handle her. So let's see. And then we'll give him some wings too. So let's see. And this is his back leg. And then his tail will be like about right here, and it's going to curl. And we'll just have him like kind of hopping clouds here. Got a leaf from somewhere. Okay. And I don't know what I do with my eraser. So as I draw, there's my eraser. I kind of keep my eraser close by. That way I don't get too confused by my random lines, my construction lines. And sometimes the construction lines could add a little something, an idea. So I never get really upset with myself for doing construction lines, because you never know. Like this little area that I had just erased, that's a little too close to his butt, could have been like the sun, you know, over the clouds and stuff like that. And we'll make him a happy pug. Let's see. We could give him like we'll give her the, because it gets cold up there, we'll give her a little jacket. I'll just make her like a little cartoon. And I was thinking about trying to write a children's story, but you know, my mind is just like naughty. I might be a little bit too much for kids at this point. But I never want to give up the dream, so clean up your act, Kimberly. Channel your Jesus and have some fun. So kitty stuff. And we'll give her a nice little smile. So like, if I did design a little story for her, you know, she's a little aviator. Oh, here we go. We got the little necromancer, then we got the little aviator. And we'll throw the little aviation hat and goggles on her. Nobody uses the goggles. Alright. Now I'm drawing directly onto my paper here, instead of the shrink wrap, because I don't want a whole bunch of construction lines all over the place. I want it to be nice and clean. Plus, if I wanted to draw this over again for someone else, I'll have the image, the original image, that I could probably play with and do different things with. Give her some little eyelashes. Yeah, and one of the things that inspired me was the image I had done of my little hamster rider, hamster jouster. which was turning out pretty good too. That one I wouldn't mind turning into a little stand or a pin. And we'll give her a little bit of a bang here. And just give her nice little chubby cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down a bit so you guys can see it just a little better. Hopefully that shadow's not too much. Yeah, the shadow's being cast by my my light and my camera arm here. And we'll give her little boots. We'll give her the puffy pants. And then before I get too deep into designing her, I need to be able to there we go. We'll make it a little smaller. Kind of make her a little more chibi. And I can imagine if if she falls off, we'll give her a little bit of gums, we'll give her teeth, that instead of a parachute, they'd have like balloons that would kind of gently bring them down to the ground. You know, so when you pull the ripcord, you have like a set of balloons that comes out. They're just enough to slow down your fall. They're not like a, yeah, I guess they would be kind of like a parachute. They could come out like a parachute shape. So not only would they be cute. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the pug. I don't usually draw animals that often. Let's see. But I thought it would be so cute riding a pug. Let's see, we'll give him the round eye, the tiny nose, and give him that little concerned look here. So a lot of Disney cartoons, they have a lot of S shapes. So let's give him some S shapes. So there's like one right there. We'll give him a little bit of determined look here. All right. Okay, so let's give him a little itty bitty nose. Oh, you know what would make a really cute pug is that pug from Pocahontas. That would really help a lot. Let me see. Let me try. Percy was his name. Yeah, Percy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I see how simple they made him. We're not going to do that. But we could make his eyes bigger. You know what would be cute is this giant pug would be like voiced by like Peter Dinklage. I love that guy. And just as cynical. Oh, I love him. Okay, let's get those ears going. Let's go, Pugusus! I don't really think so. People get killed out there. Nah, he's a hero. It's like all other mounts might be bigger than him, but he's no less brave. Why not? Or maybe he's brave and smart. Like Tyrion. He was like the character he played, Tyrion. Great casting. Okay, so let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can get his mouth. Pop it out a bit. His nose is way up here. We'll give him a nice, good sized mouth. So I'm trying to look at a real pug and try to channel a bit of what's going on with him. Okay, I can't see any of his teeth, so, but his tongue is hanging out just a little. Or maybe I should keep his mouth shut. I don't know. Let's see. I have his little jaw here. He's a happy little dog. Let's see, so this is his mouth. There's a little tooth right here. Let's see, this has... And this is all black right here. I should like draw a little bit of Peter in there. Peter Dinklage. Let's see. Just to kind of channel him a bit. Adding a little bit more detail. Okay, so this is all black, all black. Let's see, in this part of his mouth, let's see. If this ever becomes a cartoon, I want to give him first dibs at the character. If I'm ever, if all my budget went to anything, and then his salary was more than what I had, I'd have to make more money. That's all there is to it. I have to have Peter Dinklage. He's so freaking amazing. Not to mention he's like the Brad Pitt of dwarves, you know. It's like, oh, yeah, or little people. We don't say those words, Kim. Give that look a little bit more of a curve. Okay. I don't know about that tongue, because it's like about right here, and it kind of splits. It's kind of hard to capture. Alright, don't need to be completely, there we go, just need to channel our dwarf, our doggy here. And this comes all the way in. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can give him some wings, and let's see, just make him a little fuzzier in some places. He's not too fuzzy. We'll give him that powerful upper build here, because you gotta have something for these wings. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to decide how I want to do his wings. Let's see. If you are coming up, could make his wings bigger than him. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where they would attach. They'd have to attach at his shoulders, kind of, sort of. Let's see. Okay. We'll give this fur, like kind of like furry wings. I can find some wings. Or would it look better if he was in full flight? I'm not going to worry about her just yet. Let's see. We'll have it come. There we go. We'll use up this area here. And just kind of bring it down this way. I don't want to lose my tail. Okay, let's see. We can make his I'm wondering, I could make his wings smaller. Let's see. There we go. I don't want to lose his tail. His tail is really cute. I could bring it down more, but this is the tail area. Okay, so it has to come off his shoulders. We'll have it kind of do this sort of thing, and then make it work, Kimberly. Okay, let's see, so could have it, yeah, I want it off his shoulders. Do this. I must draw more Pegasi. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So if he's like this, that way I can keep my tail. There we go. And get this kind of shape going. Then we'll kind of fan this out a bit. We'll have this set of feathers here. Give myself a bit of a guide. See, I'll bring his tail down just a smidge. Okay, so we'll have a bit of his fur, and we'll have like some of his folds. All right. And this is like the feathers down below here. Just have them kind of follow this curve and just get gradually bigger. Let's see. And then these are like the longer feathers. And those shorter feathers. And probably just another set. We'll try to simplify them a little bit more. But I like the idea that they're kind of like fur instead of like bird's wings. Like super furry wings. And he's still like maybe a puppy and he wants to prove himself. Maybe that could be it too. We'll have his like ears be floppy. Like, we got this! Okay, let's bring it up a bit. Oh, I guess we can see it. I just want to make sure I'm still in cam. Let's see, and make sure that it's definitely being captured. This one camera might be a little bit different from the other. There we go. Yeah, we're in there. Okay. Or if I can't have Peter Dinklage on a little project like this, yeah, because I don't think it would take off. I don't know. But, war and all. So who would be their enemy? Like flying cats? That's a thought. Like, you know, this could go really, really well with, this idea that I had for my epic flakes, where I have people getting superpowers and whatnot, or powers of like a god, from a cereal box, you know, a prize in a cereal box. Can't decide how, what's the word, the duration of it, you know, of the spell or whatever it is. I mean, if they're really good at it, maybe the spell lasts a little longer, or maybe it just varies. It's like all of a sudden in the heat of battle, you're no longer a god, or have those godlike powers. That would suck. Yeah, I think if they get like a special ring or a special thing, maybe it'll glow brightly while it's still good, and when it starts to expire, maybe that's when it'll start to like become transparent. Something like that. That would be cool. You know, I wanted to participate in the NaNoWriMo, and it's already like 8 days in. So I'm like, God, so far behind. So I'm like, every time I'm like, I want to do it, but it's like, I don't want the extra stress. So I can't commit. Because I like to draw. What can I say? I like to draw, I like to write, but I like to draw more than I like to write. But the ideas never stop coming. And we'll have like bits of cloud. come off of his paw. Maybe the character is like, nobody gives him a chance because he's so small, and this gives him a chance to shine. Yeah, everybody wants a flying horse, but nobody wants the flying pug. You know, not to mention he's smarter than a lot of folks, and maybe he's too smart to go into battle. Some of his fur going in different directions. There we go. Got his haunches. Let me see how big his legs are supposed to be. We'll give him a bigger booty. That way we can really play up that tail. Just because he's short and stocky doesn't mean he's not strong. Yeah, I can definitely see some potential in this. Okay, so let's see if we can make her cute. I don't like the way she looks here. Let's see if I can make her a little bit more, I don't know. I do want big eyes. So this could be a Valkyrie, you know, instead of getting a horse to fly, a Pegasus, Pegasi, you know, maybe she uses the next best thing. Maybe she's been deemed too young, and of course the dog talks, and he agrees. Yeah, you're too young. Yeah, well, you're too short. So fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so maybe she ate some cereal and got whisked into this world of gods and talking animals and flying pugs, and because I want to take like all kinds of different mythologies and kind of smush them together, do different things with them. Let's see, we'll tilt her head a bit. Like she can't wait to get up there. This is so much fun. It's like, we need to get you out more. Yeah, she reminds me a little bit of my little hamster, jouster. Let's see. I think I'd have liked this as a little kid. We'll give her big fro. Give her a lot of eye shines. Big smile. her like the little hands holding the reins. We'll have her get your head out of your cloud and pay attention to what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, I think I would have liked this because it's like I remember when I was growing up, there weren't really any little cartoons for black girls. You know, we got the Proud Family and stuff like that now and stuff, but, well, we used to, but we'll always have those cartoons, why not? But all the black characters were always either boys or sidekicks of somebody else. You know, they were always a supporting character. They were never the main character. And then they came out with Little Doctor Girl and Dora and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And we'll give her a nice big fro. Gotta give her a name. I need a name. Okay, we'll give her the World War II, what is it called? Scarf. You see, we won't be able to see her costume too much because she's on, it's covered up by the wing here. So we'll put her at least right here. Yeah, but that was a different time. But I would have loved to see a little black character doing her thing on a Saturday morning cartoon and not be lame. You know, a lot of the cartoons, they always wanted to teach you something. You know, but I want the lessons to be a little bit more subtle. Like, don't be greedy. Appreciate your parents. You know, yeah, that sounds lame, but but it's like once they're gone, they're gone. You know, all you have is like their memory. Let's see. In there we go. You know, one of my favorite actresses is Taraji P. Harris. Taraji, I think that'd be a beautiful name. Let's see. You know, she's my favorite actress, but I think I might have mispronounced her last name. Give me a second. I keep wanting to say Harris. Let's see. Henson. I think Raji would be cute. Cookie'd be even cuter. Or that little girl that was kidnapped, Cupcake. Even though she was a little feisty thing, a lot of us were cupcakes growing up. And any one of us could have been like her. You know, you take, but not nowadays. You know, you definitely got to keep your eye on your kid, where they go. You can't just leave them. Oh my God, especially with my kids, you definitely could not just leave them. Okay, let's see. So, that's not too bad. Okay, so how am I having her grip these reins? We'll give her a nice little fro. We'll give her a big fro. It'll be peeping out. Okay, let's see if we can do some teeth. I'm just going to kind of hint at her teeth here. She's going to have more gums than anything there. We'll give her bigger lips, more full lips. And give her that little nose. And I think I kind of want the idea of the dog being the one thinking he's going to train her to be the best. You know, and the only way you can really do that is you got to find a person who is not tainted by everybody else. You know, in their little ways. So yeah, I think they'd make a good pair. He'd be the mentor. She's supposed to be the one in charge, but why not? Why not? Let's see. So we're heading to the stars. And if she gets hurt and falls down, I could see him like being there, being very faithful, not leaving her. And if he did leave her, it'd only be to go get help. But even then, he wouldn't want to leave. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And let's give her some dimples. Why not? We won't see them if they're shrunk down. Okay, so... bring her little fists right here. Okay, so we won't be able to see her pants because those wings are going to be a bit much. All right. Okay, this is a cute little start. Okay, so the cool thing about this shrink paper is that let's see, this is the glossy side, this is the rough side. It's transparent. Let's see. All right. Now outlining. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do it kind of like with lighter, let me see. I'm trying to figure out what looks better, outlining in black or outlining with like a tone. Let's see. Or kind of do what Disney does, take the color that's on the outside and, okay, I think I'll do that. Okay, so let's, I like black though. I don't have to switch colors so often. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Pencil. If I guess for now I could outline in black. But I was thinking of taking the skin tone color. Let's see. I'm thinking. What would be better? Part of me wants to put down a layer of white, like a white pencil, and then color over that with the color. Let me see if that'll make things stay. Let's break out the beasts! Unleash the krakens! Oh yeah. Okay. I don't want to pull out everything just yet, because I got to put it all away in order to go. Alright. I need a pencil sharpener. Okay, here we go. Okay, you. Too many moving parts. There we go. Haha. Never let it see you sweat. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a bit so we can see the entire picture. Okay, and I'm going to tape it down if I can find my tape. He's not in his tapey spot. See, the one thing I don't like is when I outline on this kind of paper, my hand does this sort of thing, and it ends up smearing, or I end up losing the lines. So, crap. It must have fallen somewhere. I have some tape that is good for, well, good for paper. It won't rip up when I lift it up, and it's nowhere nearby. Okay, alright. Okay, so we'll improvise. I'm going to take a little bit of this. Hoping this isn't the mother of bad ideas. Okay. And what I usually do is like kind of rub it up against clothing, so it kind of takes most of the tackiness out, but leaves just enough so that I can lift it up without damaging paper. Okay, so there's that one. Yeah, it's a bear when I'm riding on the bus and this thing shifts all the time. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just dragging it across. Oh no. I wrap my Christmas gifts like this too, yo. Okay. I don't. It happens to be like that. Okay, so that takes a little bit of tackiness out. and watch me find it when I get ready to leave. Okay, so let me do this. And just kind of put it right here. Alright. And what's crazy is it's going to shrink down to about this size. So maybe I'll put this on a shirt or something. Okay, so let's see. My idea is to go ahead, add like a little base, and then I'll come back through with other colored pencils and markers and see if we'll just do it like this. At least on the face. We'll give her gloves. Let's see. There we go. Make it nice and thick. And I'm hoping that it's not going to all scratch off. Now, my go-to thing is heat, but this is a Shrinky Dink. I can't add heat to it. Okay, so let's see. So heat is out. Let's see. I want to use some soft tones in a little bit here. So I'm going to use a little bit of this peach color in the Prismacolor. Now Prismacolor goes on pretty thick, which I love. And it's I don't want to say it's moist, but it's smoother than a Crayola, so I can do a lot more blending. But I'm also going to use I am going to use Crayolas. I'm going around the edges here, just kind of give her a soft little tone. And darker skin comes out pretty well on here. I don't have very many light-skinned people just yet. I did one and it didn't, I don't know if I really liked how dark it came out. So dark-skinned people doing the Shrinky Dinks, they come out really super well. The lighter toned folks, I have to go back on my colors a bit. I'm going to have to get lighter colors and soften them up a bit because they tend to get darker than I expect them to be. So like if I'm using this peach tone and you're thinking that maybe the peach tone is, this peach tone is a little dark. I'm thinking that. But you know, I did not bring out my lighter peach. I know I have one. But where did I put it? God damn it, I hate it when I do that. Like different tones. Like this right here, if I was going to make her into a Caucasian person, would be a little dark for a Caucasian person. So I'd have to lighten it up somehow. If I'm trying to represent that particular thing, skin tone and stuff. The dark tones, you know, it comes out dark, and it works. But lighter tones, it just didn't seem to come out that well. So I'm gonna have to use lighter colors, and let me throw this on here. There's a lot of light tones in here. Let's see, I'm gonna use these two darker tones. Oh, actually, I'll use this one and this one. We'll see. We'll see how they come out when I do my thing. Oh, this is pretty dark. This is good for shadow. So I'll just keep this around the shadows here. And I'm thinking that I can probably try to blend it a bit with a blending stump. So this marker along with the colored pencil. And these are Tombow markers. I bought them when I was on vacation visiting my daughter in Texas. And I wasn't doing any colorings at that time. I was focusing on digital and learning the digital stuff. And I think next month it's going to go digital again because, I'm going to go a little bit digital because I don't want to lose all the information that I learned. You know, when you don't do something, you get kind of rusty. I don't want to get rusty. Let's see. Ouch. Stab me. Why you stab me? I'm trying to find my blending stump. I'm not having much luck. Found one. Luck is my bitch. Okay. Alright. Gotta be careful of her eyes. Now I'm just trying to see if I can get these guys all to blend together. The markers to kind of tone it, and the colored pencils to kind of define it. And then kind of using a bit of the, where'd that go? Using a bit of the baby oil to kind of blend them together. Okay, so I've got a bit of everything. Like here's a Crayola, and I'm going to use a little bit of that just around the darker spots. Let's see. And just kind of blending everybody in. Let me bring this down some. Okay. Trying to get a little friction going, get a little bit onto the stump. So I like how the marker kind of brings out a little bit of the tones there. Okay. Just keep bringing it in. And you usually want to get a good portion of color on here before you start to use your blending stump. Let's see, now I want to get to the eyes. This is the part that sucks. Very tiny. Let's see. I'm going to use some gel pens as well on here. So I'm pretty much because it has really good lines here. I'm hoping. And I want to make her look like she's really happy. Let's go. Now, if it doesn't come out for you right away, just keep working it, and eventually stuff will come out. Yeah, because you have to overcome the textures. And I'm adding more stuff on top, pretty much because I want them to blend and work with each other. Come on, you. Just keep working it, Kim. Maybe you have to clean it off a bit. Get her nose in there. And I'm going to try to use mostly tones. Let's see. Is it just me? Yeah, it just wasn't coming out. Yeah, in the box that I have, it's stored upright like this, so probably all the ink was at the bottom. Oh, oh, crap. I need something that like will catch right underneath my prodigious gut. Okay, here we go. You see I'm kind of scratching some of this stuff off. So while that's happening, I'll just go ahead and maybe outline the hair. There we go. Alright, so I'm learning a little something about these pens. They don't want to work on other stuff, so let's see. Let's try something else. I want to define her face. Everything that I have is a little too big as far as, you know, trying to get into this. And that's another thing. I hate drawing smaller than, you know, the tip of my pen or pencil. Okay. And of course I drew with a 0.5 pencil. Everything else is about a 1. 1.0. One day I'll catch on. Get a bigger pencil, Kim. That way your lines will be able to be worked with. We'll give her some nice eyelashes. Yeah, it's so thin. I just gotta be careful not to throw anything around the pencil here, because both that will smear and so will whatever I've got on here. Okay, alright. Let's see if this will work for me. This is a brush tip. There we go. Get a little bit bigger. I'm kind of quiet because I'm trying not to make a mistake here. I mean, I could, before it dries, if it even will dry, because this, you got to keep in mind that you're drawing and coloring on plastic. And it's still kind of slick. And I think the white pencil underneath takes a little bit of that slickness away, just a little, but it's still plastic. So this stuff's like kind of really sits on top. Okay, dun, 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 dun. It's not like paper that can absorb Okay, I'm going to bring down some of these shadows and try to maybe work some into the pencil. And we're going to bring some of the tones in her nose over. All right. Now I'm liking how the colors are kind of going in and mixing with the colored pencil. And I could get a little bit more detail in, just a little. Trying to get a little bit more detail. Let's see if I can kind of soften up that shadow here. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this brown here and see if I can bring it underneath her eyes. And we'll see if we can color that in a bit. I'll use a paint pen to give her some highlights if I need to. There we go. Our little cutie. All right. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can get this transferred over. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna give her gloves. So let's give her some gloves. And then, let's see. I don't have Tombos in any other colors, so let's see. Maybe these things will redeem themselves, the gel pens here. Let's see. Yeah, I saw someone else say they used gel pens on their art, so I just picked up some random gel pens from Walmart. Set me back about, what was it, $10? So I'm just going to keep working it. Make sure I am definitely on the rough side. Yep, yep. I'm going to make her little scarf here white eventually here. Let's see, white, 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 white. There it is. Just go ahead and color that in. I'm going to try this trick with the hair too, just to give us a little base, and it's not so transparent when after I shrink it down. Okay, let's see, her hair, I was going to make it dark. What did I do with that black pen? Could give her a different color. Let's see if this black will work again. And I'll even try a little bit of purple. Give it a little bit of whimsy. Okay. Try to avoid the face. Oh, yeah, purple's cute. Says there's cool, but are you riding on a pug with wings cool? Okay, so these guys don't want to go on when I've got like a base on there. So I want to use that. Let's see. This is blue, isn't it? Let's see. Will you work? No. Okay, fine. All right. So those colors should work. Okay, so where's my colors? Oh, this is green. Oh. This might work. What color are you? Tuscan red. Let's see. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. We'll give her Tuscan red hair. We'll even toss that in there. I'll throw a little bit on her lips. And the way I do texture, you know what's cool? I should just paint it because with the glitter glue, it makes a texture. Let's see if I've got anybody nearby that has the glitter glue here. Nope, I took it to work with me. It's on my desk. Oh well. Okay, let's keep going. We don't have a lot of time. I've got about 15 minutes, maybe less. Okay, so I'm going to do this with her hair. And then I'm going to layer it with another color. We'll probably use brown. Or whatever will go on here. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to give her like a little bit of a bang here. And why not? We'll give her two. So it's mostly, the goggles are mostly to keep it out of her eyes, but we'll say her little untamable hair does what it wants to do. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of this Tombow brown. And we'll put that like where it would bend, or some shadows. And because I'm a weirdo, I don't like having just two colors in anything. I'm going to, I want another color here besides this. Let's see, I'll just kind of blend these guys in together. I think I'll find either a lighter tone. Go ahead and go in there. Yeah, I like to have at least 3 tones. So she's got the Tuscan red. And since we're outside, and let's go ahead and use a little bit of yellow. If I can find a yellow. Let's see. Maybe this might be too much. It's not too bad. We'll just use that in the highlights. Or is this dry? No, it's got stuff in it. And just kind of apply it with in little circles. Can't try to keep her hair texture. All right, and I need to clean this off a bit. There we go. All right. Okay. Let's see, doggy. Let's see if we can work on him. Let's see. I'm going to definitely use my Tombows on this little guy. Let's see. Let's take a little peek at the doggy. So he's got, this is all black right here. Yeah, I've got this set here. I wanted to try it out before I, went balls deep and bought more than this set. Okay, I gotta kind of keep in mind. Gotta pack up soon. All right, so let's go ahead and let this part kind of dry. I'm gonna close this up for now. Keep these guys together. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to hit everything that's got black on it. And something's telling me don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna just hit it right over here. Okay. Yeah, because I've got a lot of light tones that I've got to play with. And I really should hit the light tones first. That way the black doesn't like overcome. But this is going to be okay because some of these light tones are going to mix in with this pug here. Pugusus. And I could just hear him with like a British accent. That'd be kind of cool. And we'll kind of mix this black in with some blue. Let's see, is this one dry? Can't remember if it was dry or not. No, it's not dry. So we'll have like the highlights have the blue. Between blue and white. See if we can kind of blend these guys in together. It's kind of crazy, my blue started turning purple. This is all dark up in here. Might need to color this with an actual black pencil. Let's see. I got a paintbrush. Let's see if he'll do any damage. This will at least give it a base that I can play with later. So it doesn't look all patchy, watery. But I kind of like that patchy, watery look. It might work well with the fur. Gradient. Excellent. Okay. Bring this air out more. I wonder. Yes. This is going to be like all black right here. Get that tumble. So I'll use these kind of like watercolors. Okay, so I'm about to go, you guys. I got like 5 minutes. If you like what you see, you know, like and subscribe. You can always drop me a line of what you think would be cool to see next. I know that this weekend I'm going to be working on doing Gaston and Belle kissing, and maybe we'll make this into a little bit of a card-like thing too. Maybe into a pen, maybe not. Who knows? We know where the winds will take us. This is gonna work. I kind of like it. This. Just toss a little bit more on there, and then just kind of work it on in. And when it shrinks down, it has no place to go, so this color will be filling in and becoming more compact. So we got that to look forward to. Take his ears around the edges here. and just kind of get some of that dark shading around his ears. I'm wondering if I should put some of this dark shading in the wings too. I know I definitely want to do a little something there. Okay, so this is about as all I have time for. I didn't even expect that I would be coloring it today. I figured that it would take longer to do the drawing and try to work out the idea. But this is Pugusus, day 1. And I might do some off-screen, or maybe I'll just save this all for on-screen so you guys can see if it changes, how it changes, my thought processes and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely am having fun with this. I didn't think I would. Well, I don't want to say that. But I didn't know it was going to turn out this kind of cute. And we'll just make that the other side of his eye. Pugusus. Maybe a dog treat would change his mind on certain things. So yeah, he's very smart and in charge, but and stubborn. Gotta give him stubborn. But maybe he's like Scooby. He likes his Scooby snacks. He likes his Pegasus stacks. Now I gotta figure out what that would be. Yeah, I mean, it's like character development. It's kind of cool. This could be a children's story. You never know where your dreams and your ideas and whatnot will take you. And hopefully it takes you and I together to a lot of different places. So I'll see if I can develop this idea of Pugusus and Raji. Why not? Adventures of Pugusus and Raji. Maybe we'll draw up a goal. It'll be an interesting NaNoWriMo if I decide to jump on in there. I can't see why not. Okay. Why not, Kim? What else you got to do? Alright, you guys. Take care, and thank you so much for joining me. Alright. And there we go. There's the whole shebang. And I'll bring it up close so we can see it a little bit better. And then his little tail. Ta-ta, ta-ta, ta-ta.